Articulation is a big subject to cover, but I'd like to first start off with some of the basics. When students start, the easiest way to think about articulation is through syllables. So the word to, if you have them say that several times, in that manner, is exactly what happens when they're buzzing on the mouthpiece. And when they put it in the instrument, typically it can be challenging for young students to do this. If they're having problems with keeping the wind moving and articulating like that, they may end up just using puffs of wind, like P-O-O-O. This is a problem. And you'll notice it by either the tongue not sounding distinct, because there's no tongue, or you'll see the jaw moving, like saying poo, poo, poo. You can have them take a straw, put it in their mouth, using the tip of the tongue, have them touching the tip of the tongue to the straw, like this. This gives them something very clear to actually touch against. It's very tactile for them. Having them do this several times, and then removing it while still them continuing to do that motion. And then finally having them do that while they're buzzing is a way to jumpstart that articulation. You don't always want to use the same syllable, like tu, 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 tu. Sometimes you may want a more percussive articulation. Think of ta, 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 ta. So that might be used in a fanfare. However, if you want something legato, you may choose to use a lighter tongue, like in the word da or do. Do, 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 do. So do, do, do. Now, some other common problems that trumpet players may have is tonguing through the teeth, where the tongue actually strikes the lips. The problem with this, it's a very percussive sound and not very pleasing to the ear. So this is what it sounds like if my tongue is going through the teeth. Not only does it have an aggressive beginning, but the end is sort of a slap sound. So once again, go back to saying or using the straw may help. The last problem that a lot of people will find in their ensembles from the younger trumpet players will be the jaw moving. They almost look like they're chewing gum when they're playing. Ta, 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 ta. What's going on is they're using, instead of just the tip of the tongue to articulate, the entire tongue, especially the back of the tongue, is moving. And you'll notice if you look at this part of their jaw, it will be moving. Ta, 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 ta. This part will go up and down. If you see that, you need to bring them back to moving just the tip of the tongue. So try moving just the tip, and that will help clean up that. It will help speed it up. It will also help it sound clearer. And those tips will get your trumpet players sounding good from the get-go if you work hard on articulation.